going on? Welcome back to another TK421 Collectibles video. Today we've got something a bit special. It's the Sideshow Scum Villainy Wave 1 kickoff with Greedo. Always wanted this figure. They've reissued it, 2.0'd it or whatever. Let's have a look.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
Alright man, load your weapon.
So as always, let's start with the box design. So we've got the new style Scum Villainy Star Wars style box here. Looking fantastic. Picture of the figure there on the front, and then on the back we've got a bit of blurb about Greedo there, and then the full Wave 1 at the bottom. And then removing the lid, we see the figure all boxed up. We don't get the Hot Toys style clamshell cover or anything, but let's get this out and have a look at the accessories.
There's one. That's done.
Okay, not many accessories with this one, but let's have a look anyway. Right, first up we've got his signature DT12 heavy blaster pistol. Looking fantastic that actually. And there's the other side. Everything I'm comparing here, I'm going to be comparing to Hot Toys because that's my normal manufacturer of collectibles that I get. And then we get one spare hand, and there's two relaxed hands on the figure. So this is obviously the blaster pistol holding hand. You can see a bit of a seam on the fingers there, but other than that, look pretty good, nicely painted and everything. And we get the standard hexagonal base that we always get from Sideshow figures. It does have Star Wars on the back, Sideshow collectibles up there, but again, no nameplate or any design on the top there. A little bit disappointing, but not the end of the world. And then we get just like a standard grabber, it just fits in there. Now if you've ordered the Sideshow exclusive, you will get, I think it's just like a little cup of the blue milk, which you don't get with this set. Right, let's have a look at the figure.
Give me regular reports, please.
Right, now here he is straight out of the box. I've always wanted this figure ever since I seen Sideshow had done one, and I didn't want to buy backwards. And I always got told that the Sideshow figures weren't that good quality, but this looks really good out of the box. Let's see if it holds up on closer inspection. Right, I would have really loved Hot Toys to do one of these Greedo figures, but they don't appear to be ever going to be making these, especially now this 2.0's out, and I think it is a 2.0 rather than a straight reissue, but having not had the 1.0 or the first version of it, I'm not 100% sure to be honest. So let me know in the comments if you spot any differences on this, if you've got the 1.0 and whether it is worth upgrading if you've not got it, because this figure was actually quite expensive. It was Hot Toys money basically, so kind of expecting Hot Toys quality, but I'm not sure we'll get it. But here's the sculpt anyway, and I think it looks really good actually. I like the snout looks great, his eyes look good. They don't have that kind of effect that we see in like you know, the Rodians in the Clone Wars, that sort of kind of like speckly eyeball thing going on, which they're just solid blue, but they're good scaly skin texture there. And then moving up, he's got the those little ear things on his head. And what I did notice was that kind of seam there with the ear things going into the head, that's quite pronounced, that. So I'm not sure whether that's good enough. I don't know to be honest. And then the spines on the back of his head, again I can see like quite a big seam like running along either side of that ridge of spines there. Again, it's slightly disappointing that, to be honest, but that's under really close scrutiny. I don't think you'd notice that on the shelf. Obviously I'm really kind of zoomed in here, but let me know what you think. Let me know whether that's, if you've got the 1.0, whether that's the same. Is it the same sort of thing going on there? But overall, for me, it looks like Greedo does the job there on the head sculpt. Looking really good. The eyes look really cool actually. So moving down the figure then, like the teal jumpsuit does look really good. The stitching on it's nice and everything. It like really looks pretty good quality, that, and this jacket overlaid on it with the pockets and stuff looks really good. Probably the only thing I could maybe say was there's not much weathering on it. Well, the weathering's non-existent to be honest. It's very clean looking, very sort of plain flat colours all the way down his sleeve there, looking good. It does look good though. I do like that. And then he's got his pleather belt with a little white box on it there, presumably all screen accurate. I can't remember the exact details of him. And then these silver little, you get replacement silver button things here in case these drop off. Hopefully they won't. that looks nice. And then down to the holster, looking good, the usual sort of stuff. And that'll be magnetised there to keep the gun in place. And then it's onto the trousers. Pretty basic figure really after the flight suit and everything. The bottom of the trousers do have some slight weathering on it actually, which is good. And then we got the boots, which again, looking pretty good. And I think there is subtle weathering up the flight suit at the bottom anyway. But yeah, just the top bit's very clean looking. And there's the back of his jacket at the top as well. But like I say, the stitching and everything's all good. Looking very nice. And that is your figure. Like I say, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But I love original trilogy stuff. It's my favourite stuff. And Aliens as well. It's just the perfect combination here. And they've done a really good job on it. Like I say, it's the outfit is really good. And the head sculpt, while it's definitely not Hot Toys quality there, I think it does the job, to be honest. Let me know in the comments what you think.
It's them. Blast them.
Articulation is solid. You got double jointed elbows and knees, flexible torso, the usual stuff you'd be expecting. The suit allows for a lot of, you can put him in dynamic poses. Obviously the character was pretty static, wasn't he, in the film. He was either stood up or sat down or dead. So there's not much you really want to do with him other than he's kind of like a background character, I guess, isn't he? But yeah, it's really good. So the suit does allow for dynamic poses, really stable as well. Like he's not got the stand on here and he's stood up absolutely fine. Joints are solid, they're not loose or anything. Yeah, obviously the body probably isn't Hot Toys quality body again, but it does what it needs to do. No issues with it at all. So display wise, obviously goes really well with the A New Hope Han if you've got him. Now I know the Greedo's a bit shorter than Han, but this figure is actually a similar sort of size to Han. Greedo's actually quite tall here, so I've had to put Han on that base just to give him that extra bit of height there. But I don't know whether Han's slightly undersized or whether Greedo's slightly oversized or what, but it works anyway. You get the idea there. Looks amazing, that. And a massive shout out to The Good, The Bad and The Robots as well, where I got this from, and Ponda Baba. I've got a few more on pre-order as well. I'll leave a link in the description to the site and the Scum and Villainy line. I think Greedo's already sold out, unfortunately, but I think they've got a couple of the other ones still available. So go check out the site. Absolutely amazing. Super fast delivery as well. And I think he fits in really well with your wider Hot Toys collection here. He's just stood next to Boba Fett for size comparison and everything. He stands well alone or alongside other figures in the collection. Yeah, definitely doesn't look out of place anyway, I don't think. Even though, like I say, it's not quite Hot Toys level of quality, but where else can we get a Greedo from at the minute? Sideshow are the only company doing a decent 6th scale Greedo figure, so I'm all in on this line. It's absolutely amazing so far. So, final verdict. I think Sideshow's Scum and Villainy Greedo is a solid reboot. I think there's slightly, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a slightly new improved sculpt, improved tailoring, probably better articulation as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I say, someone in the comments let me know if you've got the 1.0. But if you collect Star Wars Bounty Hunters in 1/6 scale, this is a no-brainer, especially for me. Original trilogy, I was there when Han shot first, so this was a must-have because, like I say, you can't get it anywhere else. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button as well. Got Ponda Baba. Hopefully get a video out on that tomorrow if you're interested in that. Another Sideshow figure. The second one from Wave 1. My only criticism with this, definitely overpriced for what it is. It's a simple figure next to 0 accessories, but it is a Hot Toys price. So, but like I say, I didn't want to buy backwards. It's a new figure, no one else has touched it except me, so that's another factor. Nowadays I don't like to buy backwards. So yeah, with all that being said, if you want to chat about this or anything else in the collection, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take it easy.